remain trapped within this darkness. But this time, something is different. The answer lies just out of reach, enshrouded in black fog. I'm closing in now. I must be. The words move through me like blood through a vein. To escape, I must write. Though this new ending remains a mystery, I hold out hope that one day the fog will part. To illuminate my next chapter.
Hello, horror fans, and welcome back to Dead by Daylight. In this episode, the PTB has just dropped, which has revealed that the new survivor in the game is going to be Alan Wake. Alan Wake, best-selling author, knows what it means to push back the darkness. His perks, Champion of Light, Boon Illumination, and Deadline, make flashlights more powerful, reveal chests and generators, and create more frequent skill checks. So let's go ahead and check out his perks here and see how they work. We only have the one skin for him, that's alright. We are going to have to get through the blood web here, but let's go ahead and look at the perks. Champion of Light. The glow of the flashlight looks a little different, feels a little warmer. While you're holding a flashlight, this perk activates. When you're shining a flashlight, you have 50% haste. When you successfully blind a killer, they also gain 20% hindered for 6 seconds. This effect cannot stack. Okay, so that could be really annoying as a killer. Boon Illumination. Press and hold the ability button near a dull totem or hex totem to bless and create a boon. Soft chimes ring out in 24-meter range. Survivors inside your boon totem see the aura of all chests and all generators in blue. If you have a lit boon, you cleanse or bless totems 6% faster. Interesting. That one I sort of like. Deadline. This perk activates when you're injured. Skill checks appear 6% more frequently when repairing or healing and appear in random places. The penalty for missing skill checks is reduced by 50%. So basically, it can help get things done faster if you can hit skill checks, but they're also going to jump around the map, which could be really annoying, I'd say. Alright, so for now, I can only take one perk in. I'm going to use his Boon Illumination perk here. Let's jump into a match and see how we do. Alright, so I am
The
gonna...
cycle begins again.
he does have voice lines, so that's interesting. I am gonna try to find a totem to bless right away. Alright, so we'll go ahead and bless this totem. So I do plan... Wow, that really does show you quite a bit. I do plan on working on the character so that way I can use all 3 of his perks, but I just wanted to get this video out here and use his perks right from the very beginning here. Alright. Got a chest unlocked. Okay. Not sure who the killer is. Oh, it looks like a blight. You're that or a hillbilly. I know hillbilly did get some changes also in the PTB. Nope, it's a blight. Are you alright? I don't know if the blade is broken. I mean, normally you're only able to bounce off things a few times, and he certainly seemed to be bouncing off things quite a bit. So, not exactly sure about that one. But I'll work on this, why not? I am trying to get some points, so that way I can go ahead and upgrade my Alan Wake here. Now I have to say, this is sort of a unique survivor for the game. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people were talking about either The Walking Dead or Last of Us being most likely to be the ones that got the survivor. And quite frankly, I'm happy it wasn't one of those. I really didn't see a purpose in having one of those survivors personally. I mean, I just am not a huge fan of either series, I have to admit. So, I guess I'm happier with having the Alan Wake chapter. Now, I will say I have not personally played Alan Wake. I played the demo when the game first came to Steam years ago. I tried out the demo. Had a lot of fun with it at that time, but it wasn't something that at the time I was willing to spend the money on. Since then, I have purchased the game, and I will say that I do plan on playing it at a point. I like the overall idea of it. The whole flashlight thing in that game also doesn't really do too much for me, so I am sort of curious to see if I will like it or not. I have to say, in this particular game, the fact that his main bonus is towards flashlights and stuff really doesn't do a whole lot for me because I'm just not a flashlight user. So, I guess it is what it is. See if there's anything upstairs here. As I said, right now it's all about getting those extra points for me. I guess it's just in there. There, med kit. Don't really need that one. Alright. Not sure what's going on with the blade exactly. I mean, he was sort of interesting. As I said, it was odd the way he was able to smack off things so much there. I don't really want to go down into the dungeon. I'd rather escape here if possible, so that way I get the points for the escape. Alright. I'm going to bless this totem using my upgraded speed for blessing. Hopefully get the points for blessing it. There we go. Got those points. Don't want to keep him waiting in here, so I'm going to head out. Alright, so second game is Alan Wake.
This is it.
No totem in there. Gonna bless this totem. So as I said, I will probably release a video either tomorrow or maybe later today where I do hopefully have all three of his perks unlocked. I also very well may play as Killer at a point here, so that way I can sort of test out how it is to play against him. As I said, I think the blinding thing for survivors who are good with a flashlight and stuff It's going to be a really annoying thing, but I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Overall, I feel like he's a decent addition to the game. I don't think he is in any way game-breaking. I think that he's just a good, fun survivor to add to the game, which I think is what they were sort of intending. Personally, I'm not too high on getting him. The one thing I will say that I'm looking forward to the most, actually, is the perk I'm using here, because I have for a while wanted to create just a build that is all boons. And so I will find it sort of fun to be able to use his boon perk, along with a couple of the ones from Michaela, perhaps. Alright, we've got another Blight. Might be the same Blight for all I know. But he's running around over there, so I guess that's good. But yeah, I've wanted to use the healing perk from Michaela, the one that hides the footsteps from Michaela. I'll probably add this one in, and then I'll also put in the perk where the people are able to pick themselves up off the ground when they're in the boon's radius. So that way, just an all boon build, I think it'll be sort of fun. And we'll see how that goes. As I said, I think that he could be a really enjoyable addition in that way. I don't think that the perk really is earth-shattering by any means. But, you know, it'll be fun, and that's the big thing. To me, that's always been the thing about Dead by Daylight, is people should have fun playing it. And I definitely want that when I'm playing. So. Alright. That person over there wants to be chased, obviously. I'm going to leave him alone to go get chased if he wants to. I'm going to head in this direction. I can see he might want to have been injured so he could test out his perk. So that makes sense. It is one of those, there's been some updates also to several of the killers. I believe with the Blight, the main thing, the reason people are playing him, is that some of his perks have been updated. I'm not sure if that's why the Blight in the last game was able to bounce off things as much as he wanted and stuff. I looked at his perks and he had 2 iridescents on, and I don't know if the iridescent allowed him to have that ability or not. It was sort of awkwardly worded, I felt, so it was a bit confusing. But maybe that is why he was able to bounce off things as much as he wanted there. So, sort of an interesting thing there with the killer. I also know that the Hillbilly has been updated. I read the updates to the Hillbilly, and quite frankly, I was a bit confused with what they did to him. It seems like his chainsaw is less punishing now than it was, which is probably a good thing. And then also they've upgraded the Onryo, or they've changed the Onryo. I shouldn't say upgraded, because personally it seems like it is a downgrade. Before, she basically was able to put everybody into her ability that was pretty much in the match. And now instead you have to be within a certain distance of her in order for it to take effect. So a little bit of a downgrade to her, but I guess that is the way it is. Not the end of the world. See if I can find another totem here to bless and use my ability. That's just a basic one there. I don't really care to have that. Alrighty then. Yeah, he's just having fun running around, which is perfectly fine by me. I'm getting some points. He can do his thing. He can have fun. As I said, I would like to see if I can find another totem so that way I could bless it as well. And go ahead and have that faster blessing speed, which is another thing I do like about the perk here for Alan. Okay, both of them are over on that side. Great. Oh, we'll see if I see any totems along my way here. Alright, we'll go ahead and heal this guy. And we got the points, but the Blight decided to end the game early. Alrighty then. Well, it is the PTB. People are going to play a bit odd in a PTB. That's just the way it is. Let me go ahead and spend these points real fast here. And as I do, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. As I said, I definitely am going to put out a video covering the lore for Alan Wake today. I'll probably put out a video playing as the killer against Alan, so we can see how that goes. And just I'm going to try to get points up so that way I can go ahead and get him where I have all of his perks available. Because right now I can only put one on at a time, and that's just not that much fun. Oh, actually I can put two of them on now. So really, his flashlight is the last thing I'm going to use. I mean, it's just not my thing. I'll try out his deadline perk in the next video. Well, probably by the time I play him next, I'm going to hopefully have played a game or two as killer against him, and that way I can see how he plays on that side, and at the same time I can go ahead and get up points, so that way I'll have all three of his perks available, and we'll try all three of them out together. Do I have a flashlight available? Oh, I do have a flashlight. Perfect. So we'll put that on him also whenever we play that game so that we can see how it works with the haste effect and such. But with that being said, if you enjoyed what I did in this episode, please go ahead and click that like button. If you've not already, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so they are aware when I produce new videos in the future. Thank you, and I hope to see you all in the fog.